is Taurus season. I am not a Taurus. I do have a Taurus moon though, I will admit that. And honestly, I love Taurus season because it's time to take things a bit slower and just really focus on yourself and just be kinder to yourself and to spoil yourself. And who doesn't love to spoil themselves? I hope everyone here loves to spoil themselves. Taurus season, I feel like it's all about spending your time with good company, eating some good food, buying yourself a new outfit, buying yourself a new plant, taking a bath, drinking some wine, getting some good, you know, and spending some time with you. I'm gonna break it down to you what's going on this new moon. Action. It's a Taurus new moon. I'm gonna just be breaking it down to y'all what's going on in the stars and the planets. May 11th, we have a Taurus new moon. One of the first things that came up that I wanted to go over first was finding the beauty in the small things. My favorite thing about Taurus season is because it motivates you to kind of wind down and just focus on yourself and take it easy and just do things that you want to do. You're kind of a bit more aware of all the signs that the divine is trying to give you because you see the beauty in all the small things and all the small details and all the small moments. So just really take it easy once it gets closer to the time of this new moon and even a little bit after. Find the beauty in the small things and really spend some more time on yourself. I feel like spending solitude, meditating with yourself, you know, taking yourself out to eat, or that outfit like I mentioned, or, you know, the plant store, whatever it is, or even going to the park, going to the lake, whatever you enjoy, just spending some time in nature. I think that'll be really healing for a lot of people, especially if you have been feeling a little bit disconnected from yourself, because Taurus is a very self-aware sign. So if you've been feeling like that's something that you have a harder time trying to connect and be able to do, I definitely recommend trying to just tap back into you. Another thing that I think will be really important is shifting your mindset. This new moon, okay, so shifting your mindset will be really important around the time of this new moon. You have a lot of Mercury and Saturn energy going on. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer. This new moon, we have a lot of Saturn and Mercury influence working behind it. So I feel like your mind will be racing, especially since Mercury is in Gemini right now. And Mercury, it rules communication, it rules your thought process, and it rules kind of like how you're thinking in a way. So it being in Gemini is it can be hard on itself when it thinks too hard, or like analyzes too many situations, like nobody really likes me, oh my god, and then that can be very negative. So that's what I mean by really just being careful about your mindset and shifting your mindset and making sure that you're only thinking of positive things and trying to manifest positive things. Mercury just moved into Gemini. Look, I can't even talk. I actually feel like I'm talking really fast, but my Venus and Mars is in Gemini, and thank God Mars moved out of Gemini because your girl felt like she could not focus on anything. But Gemini, Venus, 10th house, here I am talking to you a mile per minute. Like I was saying, Gemini Mercury means everything's moving a mile per minute, but they're moving fast, and the thoughts are moving really quickly. Your thoughts are going to be moving a lot quicker around the time of this new moon, but also be really cautious of, are your thoughts moving in a productive manner, or are they moving in a negative self-talk kind of way? Taurus is a master manifesting and visualization. It's really important around the time of this new moon to really be sure that your mind is helping you move forward. And a new moon is all about setting an intention and bringing things in. Manifesting starts with the mind. It's mentalism. Is your mindset a reflection of what you're trying to strive towards? Take advantage of this new moon, and when you do your scripting and your manifesting or your journaling, you focus on the vision that you want for yourself, whatever goals, because Taurus is a very physical sign. It's a very material sign. It's a very earthy energy. For a new moon in Taurus, if you're trying to manifest things around money, around career, around relationships, around beauty, maybe changing your image or changing your career, or trying to manifest a better relationship or new streams of income, you really need to use your mind as a portal that sees what you're trying to embody. Embody what you're trying to see, embody what you're trying to be, and make sure that your mind is a reflection of it. What does the career that you're trying to get at look like? And what does your schedule look like when you have that career? Say you're trying to lose weight. Okay, well, what does it entail to lose weight? Okay, what kind of diet do you need to start consuming? Schedule do you need? What time do you have to go to bed if you really want to lose weight? How much water do you need to really drink? And embody that. See that as now. See what you're trying to achieve as now. Even me, I'm trying to build this YouTube and I'm consistently posting on it and I'm talking to maybe 40 people right now. I don't know, maybe 80. Hey, if it gets more than that, comment down below and let your girl know she did it. I'm putting myself out there and I'm acting like I'm already here and I already have people who are consistently and depending on my videos for my information and my perspective. So I'm seeing myself as there. Figure out how embodying that and walking the walk and talking the talk of whatever you're trying to set your goals for looks like. Taurus does rule the neck and the shoulders, so just be really mindful. Try to make sure you're stretching and moving your body, sleeping correctly on your back, because I would hate to see people developing pain or even holding in tension in their shoulder and their upper body and neck. Your body does store emotional and mental pain. So if you're noticing that you may have a lot of tension in your neck or shoulders that came out of nowhere, even upper back, pay attention to where that is coming from, if that makes sense. Time of this new moon, Saturn and the moon will be opposing. Saturn is also in Aquarius, so the moon is also and the sun are both in a Saturn decan. The Saturn energy of Saturn is known to be a very tough reality check, and it's known to be really restrictive and make really big changes, fundamental changes, whether it's in your own like belief system or the things that you're seeing in your world or how you go about like the structure that you have in your world, right? Since Saturn is in Aquarius, there may be a lot of random positive or negative things that you will be seeing that could be just really getting shaken up kind of quickly. Uranus is also in Taurus. That also kind of heightens the probability of seeing things really just getting shaken up for you. But what I'm trying to get at here is that new information will be coming out to you. Reality check, it wants you to reassess or maybe even remove the certain things that are coming up, and it could be in the same areas, being, you know, it could be your home, it could be your relationships, it could be your finances. You know, are you comfortable in the spaces that you're in, or do you have a space that you actually can relax, feel at home, and actually be able to wind down? Because comfortability is a very big thing for Taurus. So do you have that space for you? And you might be noticing things in these themes. Could be either, you know, relationships that you really cared for could be coming to an end because you're just seeing something play out that you've never seen before. And this is a time where you're really being invited to take a look at what needs to go and what needs to not go. Because at Taurus, it's a fresh start. Aries season is also a fresh start. It's the beginning of the astrological year and the beginning of spring, right? But at the same time, Aries is all about figuring out what you want and figuring out where your passion lies, where Taurus is like, okay, you figured it out, here's the seed. How am I going to plant it? Where am I going to put it? What are the steps that I need? And this new moon, even though we are 5 months into the year, this new moon is really giving you opportunity to change the direction of things for the rest of the year for your highest good. Whatever is being shaken up in your own world, your possessions, your value system, your relationships, Saturn is trying to let you know that there is some things that you may need to leave behind. And it could even be your own productivity. It doesn't necessarily need to be dramatic, like move across the country or get out of the relationship that you're in. It could even just be because Taurus, it can be a very productive sign, and it can also be a very lazy, self-loathing sign. And it also gets really fixated when things aren't going its way. So, because it is also a fixed sign. So, especially with Mercury being in Gemini now, maybe Saturn is trying to liberate you because Saturn is in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about liberation. This opposition wants you to liberate your own mental state. There might be something that you are still holding on to from the past that is preventing you from being able to manifest properly or actually see the things that the intentions that you set for yourself in the beginning of the year, because we are 5 months in. So really just reevaluate and reassess the goals that you set for yourself, and maybe see what things you kind of let slip by or what things you aren't giving your attention to anymore. And this is kind of like a wake-up call to really get your head in the game. Get get your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game. That's what was that? That's from High School Musical, right? Am I wrong? Let me know down below. Gotta get your head in the game. Yeah. I think that is High School Musical. I just don't know which one. But it have been that you have been fixating on the negative and the wrong aspects, that you manifesting negative things in your world, right? And you're not really being able to see what you want to see happen. And Saturn is a planet of restrictions, and you have this new moon that's trying to give you a fresh start. This opposition will be very strong. And even if you feel like things aren't going your way, just take it easy, okay? Because sometimes things gotta get worse before they get better. But I'm not saying it's gonna be a dramatic thing. I'm just saying that bring balance back into your life. Especially since Taurus is a Venus-ruled sign. Venus is all about beauty, and it's a goddess energy. You know, things are coming to them. Taurus is a sign that understands that what they want to see happen will come to them. I can do what I need to do. I don't have to overwork, and what I need will come to me. So that balance of I'm doing what I need to do. You have to meet the divine halfway. You can't just tell the divine, I want this to happen, and you're not doing anything. Be honest with me. Have you been asking the divine to give you things, but you're not doing anything that's deserving of those things? Think about it. Think about that. You gotta meet spirit halfway. And for those who have been working too hard and have been forgetting to take care of themselves, because Taurus, there's nothing that Taurus loves to do more than take care of themselves. Maybe this is a reminder for you to get more balance in your routine and in your day-to-day life. And maybe you've been spending too much money going out to eat and you haven't been eating any healthy food. So this is a reminder to, okay, meal prep or cook, 3 to 4 days a week so that way you don't have to do that. Or maybe this is a reminder that you haven't been drinking enough water. You're not taking care of your internal world. You're not taking care of your physical body, because Taurus is the physical body. And have been so fixated on money and saving money that you forgot that money is disposable. Money comes and goes. Fuck you look like holding on to money. What money is not something that you store away for the rest of your life. It's meant to be spent. I'm not saying overspend. I'm not saying be irresponsible with your money, but if you haven't been spending it, maybe this is time to buy yourself that new pair of shoes that you know you can afford, but you don't want to buy it because you try to hold on to your money. Maybe this is a reminder that you totally forgot about your spiritual health. You've been so fixated on your mental and your physical body and your relationships. You've been giving from an empty cup, but no one's going to give to you if you can't give to yourself first. You can't give from an empty cup. You're going to get depleted. So maybe this is a reminder that you need to spend more time with your morning routine. Taurus loves to take their time in the morning. So maybe this is a reminder that you might need to get up 30 minutes earlier because you clearly don't have time in the day. So you can meditate and journal or stretch a little bit or drink some water or make some time for you, whether it's in the morning or before bed or on your lunch break. Maybe you're not checking in with yourself. So balance, bringing your life back into balance. Mercury is in Gemini right now, and we also have Venus in Gemini, which is Taurus's ruling planet. I feel like there is a big aspect of your mental health, and I do feel like when I was shuffling my cards earlier, a lot of mental exhaustion or emotional exhaustion was coming up. So, and a lot of people are avoiding doing the work. You have to do the work. Detach and remove yourself from situations that don't serve you to heal. You need to be able to identify what areas are holding you back, how to replace bad habits with good habits, Maybe you don't drink enough water a day. Okay, well, when you go out to eat, instead of buying a soda or a juice, try to drink water then. That's one way to replace a bad habit with a good one. So really figuring out how to create those changes in a small, subtle way that will become sustainable. Taurus is all about sustainability. It's in it for the long haul. So you need to figure out how to be more in it with your goals, not only in a physical way and an external goals, but your internal world. Maybe it's time you to forgive a person from your past, or maybe it's time to forgive yourself about a certain situation. Maybe you've been too hard on yourself mentally, because Gemini, it is a sign that can be very hard on themselves and just going over things over and over and over and over in their head. So maybe it's time for you to let go of those situations and forgive yourself as well. What kind of blame and resentment are you still holding on to that's making you bitter and making you unable to fully thrive and have an open heart and be at a peaceful vibration internally and to the people around you? So solitude, I think, will really be a thing that will be beneficial for people to try to apply, whether it's meditation or journaling or just taking yourself for a walk, just spending time with you and reconnecting with you, and those answers will come to you. Taurus rules the neck and the shoulders. So what weight are you carrying on your shoulders? What weight needs to be lifted so you can walk freely and loosen up that pain that's in the back of your shoulders, like our neck or whatever. Yeah, really getting those answers for yourself, because your body, it's a memory bank and it remembers everything that you experience, and when you're feeling certain emotions, whether it's anxiety or stress or happiness, it does hold on to it. So figuring out the source of where those issues are coming from. Emotional exhaustion was another thing that came up in my cards. So really time for yourself and not being afraid to take a look at your shadow. And maybe some inner child healing work will be beneficial for some. Taurus is a sign that needs to be in control. So maybe you set these goals for yourself at the beginning of the year and couldn't give it up. Some things have control over you. Maybe food, you're just an emotional eater, so you turn to food, or maybe you express your emotions through anger and you say things. Mercury is in Gemini, so the way that you speak you don't even realize when the other side of you comes out, and you can say very hurtful things, sometimes to the point where you can't come back from it. Letting go of that control and why do those certain things have control over you. Just trusting in the universe. It's so stubborn, it wants things to go its way. But that's the thing with, it's divine timing. It's God's timing, it's the universe's timing, whatever you want to believe in. It's not your timing, it's not my timing. Things are just going to happen when it happens. So really letting go of that control, because the more you fixate, because Taurus is a fixating sign, and then we have all this Gemini energy, so mental state, the more you fixate on the negative things or the fact that things aren't working for you, the more things won't work for you. Really stepping into that, embodying what you want to see, even though you feel a lack of control because things aren't going your way, or this relationship, or your living situation, or finances, whatever it is. Really letting go of the control and just trusting that things are going to work out in the end. Money will come to you. Money will always find you. Money flows to me freely. Money loves me. I'm a money magnet. Okay, I might not have money today, but I'll have money in an hour. I don't know how, but in divine's timing, it will find me, and really applying visualizations and manifesting and scripting, or whatever ways that you like to manifest. Yeah, it's 5 months. We're 5 months into the year. So what do you need to reevaluate in your plans and your goals that you set for yourself? What areas did you fall behind, and what areas needs a little bit more attention? How has your productivity level been in those goals that you set for yourself? You said you're going to work on something 3 days a week and it's really been 1. Okay, so why have you dropped from 3 days to 1? And how can you get yourself back to 3 days? Or maybe now you want to try and do 4 days. Maybe the goals that you set for yourself, you already reached them, and now you're just kind of like doing whatever. But it's like, no, you're not. What's the saying? If you're not growing, you're dying. Or if you're not growing, you're not doing anything right, I think is basically what I'm trying to get at. So there's always going to be another goal. So maybe you already reached your goal. Now you're like, hey, I'm chilling. But like, no, there has to be something else. We have to always be evolving. It's time to be more productive, figure out your new goal, and see it through. What areas have you been stagnant? Maybe it's in just your healing. Maybe you said that you're going to go deeper in your healing, and understanding your childhood traumas and how that affects you now, and how it affects you in dating, affects how you see money, because this new moon is really a big one if you're trying to manifest money. Why you feel like you have a lacking perspective, and go deeper in that, understand that, and that'll give you clarity on why you are still in a stagnant state when it comes to your finances or any other area of your life. Communicating with people will be really important on the time of this new moon, and really making sure that your needs are met. You're meeting the needs of other people. You can't assume that people know where you're coming from, and you can't assume that the way that you express things are going to always be taken the way that you would like them to be. Make sure that your communication method is very secure, and also make sure that you aren't inflicting your emotions onto other people, especially if it's anger or something, mistrust or hurt. Every relationship is different, so just because you've been hurt in the past does not mean you need to bring that energy into a new relationship. So maybe there's some misunderstandings or miscommunications that may happen around the time of this new moon. Making sure that you'll be able to clear up any miscommunications that happen so everybody can heal properly and move forward. There is no better time than a Taurus new moon to try to manifest money. Career move, a new home, a new relationship, implementing more self-care. Maybe you want to try a different workout routine, or you want to work out more or change your diet. This is a really good time to manifest and ask for that and really follow through with it as well. This is an important time or important moon to really take action in. And since we have the sun, the moon, and Uranus in Taurus, it may be unpredictable when you finally see the fruits of your labor, or you probably won't see it until we get into like Gemini season or Leo season. Try your luck and put yourself out there. You never know what's gonna happen, so really just put yourself out there. Taurus isn't really a sign that likes to talk to people first or go out much or try new things, because they just like the way things are. So with this Gemini energy, it's really encouraging you to switch up your routine somehow. Maybe take a different route to work, even if it's something small like that. Walk down a different street, even if it's something very subtle like that. Maybe try to flirt with that person at the bar first, try your luck out. Maybe, the lottery, shoot some dice. I don't know what I'm trying to get at. You never know, especially with Uranus and Taurus, you never know what you might catch, okay? Overall, I hope you enjoy the simple and physical pleasures of life. Evaluating your relationship with money, I think, will be a really big one. Just really sitting with yourself and figuring out what it is that really does make you happy. I hope my interpretation did you good. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. And if you're feeling the vibes, please hit subscribe. It validates me and lets me know that you like me. So please let me know that you like me. Bye.